everybody. May the 4th be with you all. Happy Star Wars Day.
Returned.
How's everybody doing? CP Falcon, thank you for the resub. Perfectly timed, by the way. Oh no! Corgi said I went to the tech fair yesterday, but the line was half a mile long, so I just went back home. I was wondering why I didn't get to see you there. It was really packed in like the early morning part of the day. But then it was like kind of empty later on. I'm so sad that happened to you. You know, it's interesting. I still am going to do a post like kind of recapping the event yesterday because it was a lot of fun from my perspective. But I did see a couple people post online that they were like, that they were saying like having issues with how the event was organized, which I mean, clearly I had nothing to do with that part. But it's always curious, like I'm always curious to know because I think they plan to do it next year, maybe at the convention center. But I don't know. But like plan maybe to do it next year somewhere bigger because so many people were interested. But like since it was the first year, they didn't know. Anyway, happy to hear all the feedback, but I'm so sorry you didn't make it in. Thank you, Starcat. I'm not in the full Ray getup right now, no. And I'm live an hour earlier than normal because Logan has like a parkour showcase, I guess is the best way to say it, at noon today. So I'm going to have to finish my stream around 11:30 a.m. my time so I can go do that. And instead of going full Ray for the hardcore parkour, I have my earrings. Hold on. A little earring love right there, as well as my shirt. And you know, got my coffee mug. Celebrating as much as I can. Yeah, Colin was paid for that. Facts. You got to put #ad everywhere. D-Man says I always give things on their first year some leniency. I think also it was really interesting because it was organized by it was Jay's 2 Cents and I Buy Power, the SoCal Tech Fair yesterday. And it was great for me to get to see a bunch of the creators who I'm probably going to get to see most of them again at Computex in Taiwan in just a few weeks. So it's always nice to see other creators, especially other creators whose content I follow. Yeah, we have about 2.5 hours for today's stream, Dante. Yep. Maybe we could play a Star Wars game today. I was thinking maybe more Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, but I have to look and see what Star Wars games I have if we want to play a Star Wars game. But yeah, definitely not long enough for the epically long boss battle of Final Fantasy VII for the 3rd time. We're not there. Y'all, in part 1 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I had to do Hell House twice. And that was infinitely better than the mental state I'm living in right now with the end of Remake. I did not beat Outlaws, so we do have Outlaws. And actually, yesterday at SoCal Tech Fair, Intel Gaming was giving out little plushies of your little critter friend from Outlaws. So I brought one home for Logan. Prime Games has the Lego Star Wars games free right now. Ooh. Aw, Jay shouted me out on the video closest to the event. You were like, I know who that is. That's so nice. But yeah, it was nice to connect with Jay, and he had his family there, which I thought was really cool. And Jay, this was so smart, was like offloading a lot of the stuff he gets sent for review that he can't personally use and companies don't want back. Which, you know, when I do that, I try to do it as like giveaways for the community. But I end up paying a fortune in shipping. And so for him to have an in-person event where he said he just looked up how much everything was going for on eBay and then discounted it by 60%, and that's what he was selling it for at the event there. And he was like, that's great because I don't have to pay shipping. So he was just offloading all this tech that, no joke, has maybe been opened and used once or twice for 60% less than the going rate, and there's no shipping because you can just hand it to people. I was like, this is genius. I wish I would have known that, like, I was like, I would have brought so much stuff myself, and I think other creators did. So it was essentially like a big old tech creator garage sale. Um, Dante says the Final Fantasy Rebirth fight will last way less on easy. It's not going to be 2 hours if you just want to get it over with. It's like 30 minutes tops. And that's very pessimistic. How, though? I can't imagine that it would go that much faster. There's still all the, like, now you got to get the left wing. Now you got to get the right wing. Now you got to get Bahamut. Now you got to get the left wing again. Now you got to get the right wing again. Now you got to get Bahamut. Now you can actually hit them. But, oh, wait, this is just one tiny part of the boss fight. You got to get Genova. Then you got to get Sephiroth in Form A. Then you got to get Genova in Form B. Then you got to get Sephiroth in Form B. Then you got to get a weird bug-looking abdomen. Then you got to go back to the wings. That, like... it's the never-ending nightmare. Frequency says, can we see if the checkpoint works? You don't have to play, just check. So you mean like me just putting it in rest mode? I did put the PS5 in rest mode, but let me look and see if it's still in rest mode. I'm going back to the days when I just left my Nintendo on and covered the power button light with a washcloth and told my mom I turned it off. Like, it's sad that in 2025, I'm having to resort to that. Authentic OG Final Fantasy VII experience for when you didn't have a memory card. I know. Well, here's the thing. Right? I'm going to clean my glasses. Do I have a glasses cleaner up here? I don't. I'm just going to use my shirt. When I was a kid, I could, like, have sleepovers with my friends and pull all-nighters to beat this stuff. That's how I used to do it as a kid. I can't do that now. Happy Star Wars Day, Godhead Zuma. Oh, the difference between normal and easy is dramatic. That's wild. These are Slave One earrings, Lord Vader. Good eye. Clorpdonk, you're playing Star Wars Outlaws today on the last mission. Let me actually, just out of curiosity, see which Star Wars game is trending the most right now on Twitch. But yeah, yesterday I got to meet Hall of Tech, and we actually got to chat for a little bit. And I decorated my own Star Wars PC at her booth, and that was great because I follow her content. I love her content. I got to see my friends John and Ellie from Liquid House, and I love their builds. I drool over their builds all the time. I got to see Austin and Kyle and Jay's 2 cents, obviously. So, like, all these people that I'm like, oh my gosh. Dante says, don't call it easy mode. Just call it busy boss lady / mom mode. You deserve a breezy battle to finish up. I mean, we were like 100 hours in before I started End Boss Battle, and now we're like 106 hours in, and I haven't made any progress. I haven't gotten any further. That 6 hours was just wasted. Chaos says, I can't do all-night gaming sessions as well. I don't have time to play games in general because these days I work a full-time job and run my eBay store. Congrats on your eBay store. Felicia Day mode. Yes, we do have to do the game on wheel today. You're not wrong. Okay, I'm looking. What? No, there are no Star Wars games in the top. That's so sad.
Have returned.
I'm looking on the front page, and I'm trying to see... Oh, man, this is so sad. No one's playing Star Wars games. It's because nothing's new. I'm still going. I'm going farther and farther down the list. Wow. More people are watching animals, aquariums, and zoos Twitch category than playing anything having to do with Star Wars. Nope. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 is before anything Star Wars related. Wowie Kazowie. Food and drink. CP says that's a surprisingly good category, the animals, aquariums, and zoos. I don't doubt it. That's the kind of stuff that I keep on while I'm, like, working and doing other things. I'll just lurk in those. Haha, you heard a rumor Trisha's finally playing Fortnite Star Wars. No. Yes, so funny. Nothing Star Wars related. At all. Game development and software. This is wild. Assassin's Creed Shadows is actually really far down the list right now. That's surprising to me. That's still pretty new, and it's a pretty big game. And I always just like to look and see what's on here. GeoGuessr. Yeah, we got absolutely nothing Star Wars related. 2 Point Museum is on here. Little Kitty Big City is on here. How funny. Okay, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the first Star Wars game I've seen up here today. Like, in terms of viewership. And it currently has 635 viewers. And Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga has 609 viewers. But, like, I had to go real far down to get that. Maybe a lot are celebrating in cosplay with just chatting. Maybe. I mean... P.S. If you want a little Star Wars cosplay in your life, I did a cosplay transition. I got ambitious, y'all. I got ambitious, and I took my Rey staff, and I stood right back here in, like, normal clothes and moved the staff across the screen as I changed into the Rey cosplay. So if you want to see that, I posted it on Instagram Reels, which also post to Facebook, Threads, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. So if you follow in any of those places, Raptor says, I love the real end transition. Thank you. And kudos to Jen, whose idea that was. Catnip, no Blue Sky. I didn't do Twitter or Blue Sky yet because I just didn't get to that. We went live an hour early this morning, and so I got the video platforms done, but I have not posted anything to the text-only platforms. Except for Threads does it auto from Instagram. That's why. But Blue Sky and Twitter maybe after the stream. Only because there's only so much time, y'all. You can hear my voice is a little tired from SoCal Tech Fair yesterday because I was talking to everybody. But it was so much fun. We have to do our spin wheel. Let me get our spin wheel ready. Oh, man, my tired voice. I hope I'm not getting sick. Last time I was at Computex, I was, like, so ill. Okay, here we go. Disney didn't release a trailer or something new. Not that I've seen yet, but they did just have Celebration, so maybe they put it all out during Celebration. I might have Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. I played it when it first came out. But it's been a while since I played that. Okay. Here we go. Getting our spin wheel ready. And it looks like our spin wheel will have. Let's see which games we get on it. I know some of you have the same games in so many times. And so I hope for your sake that one of those repeat request games wins. Game on request. We've got 27 of them this month. Okay, so we've got Okami from StarCat.
Have returned.
We have Catherine Full Body. I'm just going to call it Catherine FB. That was from STS 2884. We have Dark Cloud 2 from Cyclone Shatter. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I love that game. I'm just going to call it Keep Talking on the spin wheel. Dark Cloud 2 again. Alright, let me get... Hold on. I have to reset all these from last time because we had so many last time. Okay. Dark Cloud 2. There are now 2 votes for. Okay. Dark Cloud 2 again, 3 votes, and then Europa. Okay. So let me move Dark Cloud 2 to 3. And Europa is just 1 so far. Europa was Eardle the Albonian. Rob did Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. I'm just going to call it Suicide Squad in the wheel. Cyclone Shatter, I see more Dark Cloud 2. And 1 more Okami. So that's 1, 2, 3 more Dark Cloud... 4 more Dark Cloud 2s. And 1 more Okami. Okay. Got that. Then we have another Europa from Eardle. And Tax Heaven 3000 from CP. Tax Heaven 3000. Okay. Let me add 1 more for Europa. So funny. Then we've got Bundle of Joy. Oh, Rob, what are you doing to me? Bundle of Joy. That game was so creepy. Then Ambidextro from Frequency Punch. Then 3 more Dark Cloud 2s and 1 more Okami and 1 more Europa. Okay, 3 more Dark Cloud 2s, 1 more Okami, 1 more Europa. Okay. Dawnsbury Days from the Forlorn Knight. I've got Huntsman from DM Dutro. Another Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. And Final Fantasy VII Easy Mode. From Dante Bogdan. You crack me up. CP said GeoGuessr. Speaking of, we were just talking about that. Okay. Oh, but GeoGuessr's for May, so never mind. I'm taking GeoGuessr out because that's for May. Okay. Well, not anywhere near as many categories as last month, thank goodness. So hopefully we will still be able to read what's happening. Okay, so let me give 1 more to Keep Talking, and then I think our wheel is set. I'm going to save it. Max Payne for the next spin. Okay, here we go. Let's get our spin wheel going. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Should be here. Yes. Okay. That is quite a whole lot for Dark Cloud 2. That's our blue one, is Dark Cloud 2. And then we've got Okami in purple, Europa in yellow, and Keep Talking has 2 parts of the pie. So, here we go. And we said where the dragon's pointing to with its little wing. All right, well, that's very clear. It goes to Dark Cloud 2. Congratulations. Okay. So that's Dark Cloud 2 as voted by Cyclone Shatter. Cyclone Shatter, were you the only one that put that in so many times? That's so funny. Okay, well, Cyclone Shatter, you've won it. I'm going to mark this down. Dark Cloud 2. I know what Max Payne is. Yes, you're correcting that. Okay, great. Dark Cloud 2. Cyclone Shatter. I see Okami coming in again. CP Falcon, but you're a dragon scale fat cat too, aren't you? Okay, all right. Thank you everybody for your game on requests. Well, yes. You know what? I love that you guys can use the dragon scales on whatever makes you happy. I feel like I should have saved. We had Star Wars Outlaws as a game on request, but we played it already. I feel like we should have saved it for today. I know Frequency Punch, I think it was like, you should check Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just to see if we're still where we left off or if it's going to make us start at the beginning of the boss battle again. But I'm like, here's the deal. If I check it and it is where we left off, I'm going to want to continue that and try to beat that today. And I only have 2 hours left. And I don't know if that's enough time to do the never-ending boss battle. May the 4th be with you, the Shoreman. I don't know if 2 hours is enough time. Although I'm like, we're already 2.5 hours into this epically long boss battle. How much longer can it be? But you know what? I said how much longer can it be for 2 whole streams now, and I was wrong both times. So funny. May the 4th be with you, Junior Dax. But yes, I've got my Slave One earrings in today. Star Wars shirt on. And I almost put on my Star Wars headband, but I wasn't feeling it. Star Wars coffee mug. It is very grindy, Dante. Atomic Doc, thanks for the stretch reminder. I'm glad you like the earrings. But yeah, the games we have for the game on request are Overwatch 2, Sons of the Forest, Dustborn, Katamari Damacy, Reroll, and Dark Cloud 2. So no Star Wars games there yet. Let me see. I also, hold on one second. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know what? I'll do that after the stream. I don't need to do that right now. Sorry. My attention is all over the place. Forlorn Knight helping out Starcat. You're the sweetest. Corgi says, I rage quit Final Fantasy 15 because it was one final boss battle after another. I barely played Final Fantasy 15. I barely played it. I bought it and I was all excited to play it, like, in the later part of my pregnancy, because I thought, oh, what if, like, the doctor tells me I have to stay home and be on bed rest, right? So that's why I bought Final Fantasy 15. And then I never had to be on bed rest. So I just worked up until I had Logan. And then once I had Logan, you best believe there was no time for Final Fantasy 15 when I had an infant. Yeah, they announced a bunch of stuff at Celebration, I think, but I don't think they announced anything yet for May the 4th that I've seen. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 was boy band in a car Final Fantasy, right? It was bromance Final Fantasy. I think I only played through, like, the very beginning. Tales of the Underworld was really good. You're excited for the new Mall animated show? Thanks, Mr. Biggs. Yeah, boy band in a car, Final Fantasy. Colin. I haven't seen Underworld yet. Final Fantasy 16 crashing on you? Now we need girl group in an RV to even it out. Can we do, like J-pop all girl group in an RV? I would play that. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16, I just played the demo, and the demo was awesome. But, like, time is a real thing 16's already on PC. Yeah, I think I played it. I think I played the demo on PlayStation. Final Fantasy 15 NSYNC on tour. I mean, kind of, right? How many gift subs would it cost to just pay you to play a game? No. No. I like Dragon Scales because you earn them. This is going to sound sad. Because you earn them by being my friend. And hanging out with me. It's not a money thing. It's just a hanging out thing. Be Right UK, thank you for the resub. Maybe I could make a higher Dragon Scale reward that's like a just play the game reward. That's actually a really good idea. It's your friend cred, right? Ghost of Yote comes out on your birthday. Nice. Yeah, that is a good idea. All right, let's see. Let me go to channel points. There's a couple channel points I wanted to change anyway. But I'm not going to do that all right now. But let's add in. Y'all, at SoCal Tech Fair yesterday, iBuyPower was telling me about some new updates they have for the touchscreen on my PC where I could like change the RGB right from here. And I'm thinking about doing a channel point reward where you can just change the RGB on my PC and I just do it anytime. That's kind of fun, right? That's kind of fun. Let's do... You know what? I'm going to change this one. Yeah, Just Play It is a great name for it. Since we don't have any more Twitch VIP, I'm going to change Twitch VIP to Just Play It. Just Play It. Redeem this and you can request a game that Trisha will play on stream. Okay, that's great. Save. Okay, now we have, I'm going to turn it on. Now we have Just Play It as a channel point reward. We got it. Dante says, girl, you're about to play FIFA and you can't stop it. Oh my gosh. I would be so ragey. It would not be good. It would not be good. Change glasses reward. Actually, now that I have so many glasses, I could totally do that. For my magnetic glasses, I did get the R2-D2 frames, which I thought about wearing today, but I don't love the way they look. I got the R2-D2 frame topper and I thought it'd be cute. It's not really cute. Today would be the day to wear it, but yeah, it's not good on my face, is what I will say. Remove glasses all stream reward. Oh no. Well, Mr. Biggs, it's 10 times the amount. So the Just Play It is 10 times the amount of Dragon Scales as the Game On request, which I feel like if we say we average 10 Game On requests a month, which lately we've been doing more than that, so then it's an even better deal. But if we say that, that kind of works out to be even, I feel like. You want to see them? Okay, chair stream while I get the R2-D2 glasses so you can see them. Okay. One moment, please. All right, I'm back. Hey, chair. Okay, so these glasses that I have, these are the ones with the magnetic toppers, right? Each magnetic topper costs $25. So I was like, I could go hog wild and order a ton of these, but I didn't. I only ordered a few. So this is the base frame. And then here's the R2-D2 frames that I ordered. But I don't love them on me. I think they look kind of awkward on me. I feel like that. Look, you said they're great? You think they look cool? Just a bit off. Yeah, I don't love them, says CB, right? I feel like maybe if I got a base frame that wasn't black, like maybe if I got the clear base frame, it would look better. But I don't love that. They do have C3PO shades. I just didn't buy them. Because like if I do these, I feel like that's a better look for me. But again, I wouldn't wear it with this shirt. I've done these kind of fun colored frames with a solid colored shirt. Forlorn Knight redeemed Just Play It. Forlorn Knight, what's your Just Play It? I need to know. That's Okami for Starcat. Yay! Okay, let me write that down.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Let me see.
Praise the sub.
I don't even know what Okami is, but I'm here for you all. Okami HD. Is that the one? Came out in 2017 from Capcom. I love the paying it forward. That's so exciting. All right, I'm going to buy Okami on Steam right now. It's 50% off, by the way. There we go. That's when you guys do the game on requests and stuff like that. I usually try to wait till they go on sale. Okami HD, yes. But yeah, these, I just haven't found an outfit that I like these with yet. Maybe if I wore all black and then like had a white and blue belt or something to try to tie it together. But like even the funky colored frames, I feel like I need the right outfit for. But I thought for today, I would wear the red frames since there's red in the Star Wars shirt. So a little dark side of the Force today. Okami was originally a PS2 game. Okay. Happy Star Wars Day to you as well, Baka. Okay, I'm installing Okami right now. It's happening. Sithsha, I love it. Tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th. Although sometimes people say Revenge of the 6th as well. Because it sounds more like Sith. You control a doggo in Okami? That's so cute. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, you associate it more with tomorrow than today, Lord Vader. Oh, you always heard May the 6th be with you for May 6th. But people don't really say May the Sith be with you. That's not a thing, is it? I just say Monday. Says my face. That's hilarious. Or in Okami, is he a fox or a wolf? I don't know. Wait, did I play this? I don't know. It looks kind of familiar. Maybe I just looked it up, Starcat, because you were so into it. Okay, well, Okami is downloading now. Thank you, the Forlorn Knight, for paying it forward. And so then, Starcat, what I will do you want to keep your Okami Dragon Scale Redemption? Because, Starcat, I can refund it if you want me to. Let me know. If you want to keep it, I'll keep it on there. You like the contrast of the black frame on the R2-D2 glasses. Okay. I know, Pokemon Trainer Tech Guy, I'm starting early today. Okay, got you, Starcat. I'm starting early today because I have to end early today. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Logan to, he has like a parkour showcase, essentially, at his parkour school. And then it's free comic book day, right? So I was thinking maybe we'll go to the comic book store after and celebrate Star Wars Day and free comic book day. After. That could be a fun thing. Free comic books. We don't have those. You don't? Maface, I did not finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I did not. All right. Well, here. You know, we've got a little under 2 hours. with our little under 2 hours, should we play Okami right now? Just go for it. It's downloading. Let's do it. Try to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again. Let me see which Star Wars games I have downloaded currently. I have Star Wars Squadrons, I have Jedi Survivor, and I have Outlaws. Probably Outlaws. And I think that's it. I think that's what we should do. Oh, or Claire Obscure, which is what I really want to play.
You have returned.
There we go. Okay, great. I'm going to put that poll up there right now. Poll at the top of chat. TJ1673. How are you, my friend? Thanks for the resub.
A new subscriber.
Hellraiser, thank you
Come,
for the
steal
sub.
yourself.
Welcome to the Dragon Riders.
We are building an army.
Did I play Oblivion Remastered yet? No, because that's a game that I know I will spend too much time in and not play anything else. Dante says normally for today I'd say Star Wars, but I just want to get Final Fantasy
Our
done.
modest fellowship expands.
Whoa!
Praise the sub.
Hellraiser with a very generous sub bomb for the community. Holy cannoli. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it so much. Well, welcome to the new subscribers. Thanks to the generosity of Hellraiser. Enjoy the cool dragon badge next to your name, your range of custom emotes. You're twice as likely to win in all giveaways. You have an ad-free viewing experience, and you have my thanks for being a member of this community and supporting. Hellraiser, thank you. That is so, so kind. Okay, yeah. Junior Dax says we got to push the button. This button is for you, Hellraiser. There we go. I was like, focus. A little Final Fantasy VII fanfare for you there. Thank you. That's incredibly kind, and I really appreciate it. And welcome to all the new subs. Huzzah! It says hype train incoming, but I can't imagine that a 20 gift sub bomb doesn't kick off a hype train. Oh, yes. Starcat, you're going to get to play Claire Obscure using Game Pass. That's awesome. Dante, you're so funny. You know, Dante, I do that sometimes with horror movies. I don't want to sit through the torture of, like, being scared and watch it, like, the stress of watching the horror film, but I want to know what happens because, you know, a lot of times in horror films, there's, like, it's either a whodunit or there's some big mystery, like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I'm like, look, I just want to know the answer to the mystery. I don't actually want to be tortured by sitting through the film for 2.5 hours. So I do look up spoilers for that kind of stuff. Aw, TJ says, I just finished Claire Obscure last night, and it might be one of my favorite games ever. I was reading a lot of articles of people that are like, Square Enix should be very scared of Claire Obscure because Square Enix has been way too scared to keep things turn-based in Final Fantasy. And the article I was reading was hypothesizing that if they did, like, Claire Obscure proves that there's a definite market for that. Like, realistic graphics, but turn-based gameplay. And I'm like, I am the market for that. But for years, big AAA developers had been like, turn-based doesn't sell. And it reminds me of back in the day when I do gaming videos with Phil, and Philip DeFranco would be like, no one wants to watch turn-based. And I'm like, look, just because some people don't like turn-based does not mean that all people do not like turn-based. Okami won! We're going to play Okami today, y'all. Okami won. Only by 1 vote. Wow. The vote was really split. Star Wars Outlaws almost won, and Claire Obscure was only 1 vote behind that. Wowie kazowie. Dante says, I like turn-based, but this one just doesn't feel right for me, and that's okay. This is Starcat's day. Okay. I'm here for it. Let's hope that the capture card decides to play nice today. I never really know anymore. It's always a gamble. It's always a gamble. Let me see. All right, looks like it is behaving. Things, okay, it's 70% downloaded. We still got some downloading to do. We're close, though. We're close. I would say Star Wars would override everything today. If there was a Star Wars game I really wanted to play today. But, like, I don't know, man. You know what? I didn't finish Outlaws. But Outlaws, I feel like last time we played Outlaws, I got real confused. I was a little overwhelmed and real confused. Yeah, Outlaws is not your fave, says Carmelita. I honestly think I probably, if I was going to play all the way through Outlaws, I would just need to spend more time with it to like really get to know the user interface and how the map works. And yeah, I was just overwhelmed. Beardtastic says Outlaws takes some getting into. That's what I figured. Did I play the Jedi Knight games? I didn't play them all the way through because they were a little tough for me. But what I did play of Jedi Knight, I really, really liked. And Survivor. I played a little Survivor. Jedi Survivor was better, you thought? Outlaws was all right once the bugs got fixed. Okay. Outcast was cool, says Mike. Yeah, I liked the world in them. I really liked the graphics and the cutscenes and the story. But the gameplay was a little tough for me, to be honest, with those games. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm downloading so slow today, but we're at 88% complete for Okami. Oh, Okami was your favorite game as a kid? Yay! Well, honestly, you have put in so many dragon scales for that game. I'm glad I'm finally getting to see it. Depfoss says, it's been a while since I heard a flood update. Is everything good? Yes. So the flood saga is finally over. We were able to officially close out our insurance claim right around the same time of the LA fires, which I'm sure State Farm as an insurance company with the LA fires was like really going through it. So I think maybe that helped them put a button on our situation just to like get it out of the way. Now, that being said, to say that it was closed out does not mean that everything was paid for. It just means we all put our hands in the air and said, let's just be done with this. Because it had been going on for way too long. So we're done with the flood stuff. All the reconstruction is done. Nate and I paid for most of it ourselves. Time well wasted says, what would you do differently regarding insurance after what you just went through? I know you suggested a whole home automatic water shutoff. Yes, that for sure. But any other tips? Yeah, I mean, we would have paid less out of pocket if we went with all the contractors that the insurance wanted us to go with. But because we were not home at the time, we were quite literally on the other side of the planet. We were in Europe at the time. And panicking. It was like a weekend and it was a different time zone, and like the only person we could get a hold of was a contractor who had done some work on our house before. And he was like, I can go over there right now and like take a look at the damage, shut off the water, get some fans in there, like start to mitigate the damage right now. So we were like, okay, yes, please do that. And our insurance hadn't called us back. But if we had waited until our insurance called us back, and they sent their people out to do that, they would have paid for all that. Instead, we had a person we called go in and do that to get them in there as soon as possible, and then insurance fought us on every penny. They were like, I know you have an invoice here from your mitigation person that says this amount, but we're only willing to pay this amount. So, like, everything we did in terms of the mitigation, the mold removal, the reconstruction, everything we did, we paid more for than insurance was willing to compensate us. And Forlorn Knight says, yeah, but while you wait, it's getting worse. Oh, yeah. If we had to wait for the insurance contractors, we wouldn't have been able to even start reconstruction for months. Because insurance's answer was just move out of the house for 6 months and we'll get to it when we get to it. And like all that time, mold is just growing in your home. And so we really didn't want to do that. So we, put the hustle on it and just paid up front out of pocket for everything and then hoped to get our money back in the end, which we didn't. How much did they actually pay percentage-wise? 50 to 60% of the total costs, probably. So, but I mean, we can know that we went with contractors whose work we were able to vet instead of just going with whoever they gave us. And you know what? Like Nate and I have talked about it a lot. And when we decided to settle the insurance claim, like we had just said, this is what the emergency fund is for. We had an emergency fund savings account and we drained it to deal with that. But that's what the emergency fund is for. Emergencies. So now we are in a situation where we're building back up the emergency fund. So next time there's an emergency, which hopefully is not anytime soon, we're in a situation again where, we felt very lucky that we could afford, that we did have an emergency fund to pay out of pocket for a lot of the immediate stuff. Because we know very well that there's lots of families that don't have the whoopsie fund. And for us, that whoopsie fund covers things like your house flooding while you're on vacation, or a car suddenly going kaput, or getting in a car accident and totaled and you suddenly have to buy a new car. Or, you know what I mean? Like that's what that 100% on the emergency fund. Yeah, that's what the emergency fund's for. So the saga is completed. Trisha's life lesson out of all of this is shut off your water when you leave town. Do it. Mold is scary. And yeah, it just, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But the college fund was overrated anyway. Oh, it's horrible, but it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Okay, Frequency Punch did another Just Play It. Finally done with that hassle, which is a huge relief for both Nate and I. Yeah. Frequency Punch did Just Play It for Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Okay. I'm going to write it down right now. I do love that game. Keep talking and nobody explodes. And that's a Frequency Punch redemption. Dun da da. I love this.
A new subscriber. Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Yay! Okay. Time well wasted. Thank you for the sub today. I appreciate you using your Prime sub here. That's very kind of you. Enjoy your ad-free experience and the sweet dragon badge next to your name. Keep Talking Nobody Explodes is fantastic in VR. That's the original way that I played it. Yeah, it's a game where you defuse a bomb in VR, but you have to do it with a buddy. So maybe I'll see if I can talk Nate into playing it with me. You have to do it with a buddy. And I think, at least when I played it, it was an in-person buddy. I don't know if they have online multiplayer now. Carmelita, it's totally going to work. I'm excited. Oh, Odyssey Dave says for-profit insurance companies are the worst. At work, I dealt with an insurance claim that took about 3 years to negotiate to finality. Well, and that's what Nate and I are like. We could keep pressing this and we could keep trying to argue for every little thing. But everything we put in for, even when we were like, here's the receipt of how much we paid for it, they were like, yeah, it shouldn't cost that much. We're going to give you like 50% of that for everything. Even though we had a receipt from a contractor saying this is how much it costs. And it was just like going on more than 6 months. And we were like, how much do we want to keep fighting this? Versus just saying, you know what? We will just accept our losses and move forward. Expedition 33 has 7 hours of cutscenes? Oh my gosh. Okay, Okami is finally ready. Starcat, it's happening. It is happening. Do I need to play with a controller or is it keyboard mouse? CP Falcon says, did you change insurance after? No, because they will probably drop us anyway when it's time for renewal. Getting insurance in the state of California right now is a nightmare. So we're hoping they don't drop us because then it will be even more of a nightmare. But we don't really have the 850. How are you? Thank you for the resub. We don't really have the luxury of like, well, we're just going to switch insurance then. That's not a thing for California homeowners. It's a, you get what you get and you're grateful for it kind of home insurance situation. 850, how are you today? Best on controller. Let me get my controller then. Happy Star Wars Day, D. Okay, I'm getting a cutscene for Okami that I'm not watching because it's not in full screen and this is going to be weird. But I feel like we shouldn't miss it, so hold on. I can't make it full screen during this part, so we're all just going to watch my desktop for a minute. Okay. Hey, little friendo. You did a 24-hour stream, D? As soon as we get past the opening, I should be able to adjust the graphic settings and make it full screen for us. I'm hoping. Oh, you did a Lupus Charity Season kickoff. Nice. Okay, well, I guess I'll do enter. Help and options, please. Let's go ahead and get those display settings, baby. Oh, yes. Is that it? The biggest they can make it is 1080? No, ma'am. Uh-oh. Now it's gonna bork. I've broken it all. Do we have a borderless? I think it's just full screen or windowed. Borderless window! Amazing. That's what I needed. Graphic settings high, please. Yes. All right. You had the best sleep of your life? I bet. I've never done a 24-hour charity stream. I have so much respect for that. Time well wasted says your friend switched insurance trying to save money. 30 days later, the new insurance said he needed to replace his roof or lose coverage. Trying to save $150 a year ended up costing him 20 grand. Ugh. Woof. Woof. Okay, now it's not letting me use the controller. Right now, at least. How do I backspace? I guess maybe if I do new game, it'll let me once I'm in the game. We're getting a beautiful painting. Long, long ago. Yeah, it's not letting me use controllers, so I guess I'm gonna play keyboard mouse. I tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Hi, Hypnotics! To satiate the appetite of Oroki, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Oh, that's awful. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks, the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui? Did I say that correctly? The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Oroki. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. Good morning, Celtic Seer. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Oroki once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Oroki's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Oroki stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Oroki's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Oroki. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Oroki. Oroki reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Zephyr Nexus, this is called Okami, and it was requested by Starcat and the Forlorn Knight today. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Oroki's flames. As Oroki closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Oroki, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. This is a very long intro. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Unemployed Lawyer says, oh man, I loved this game back in the day. You are not alone. It seems lots of people count this as a favorite. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as into a slumber. Seems like R.I.P. Shiranui. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. But then, I'm waiting for the but then. Yeah, however, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Uh-oh. What? Well, now you did it. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds, speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Yeah, don't do it, man. Okay, whoever this is, you're in trouble. That went well. Well, even though they didn't utter the prayer, it does seem like darkness was unleashed on the world. So, you know. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. Nessie, I don't know. You said hand-drawn RPG, NPCs' heads are scribbled out, and there's a yellow emperor play in a theater. And the game is in nighttime. I don't remember that, but maybe somebody else does. This did get scary real quick. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Is the sacred tree where Shiranui was buried, maybe? Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okay. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Huh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh. Ma'am? Phew! What on earth? You again? Ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Okay, all right. Okay. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Oh, did he eat him? Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Yeah, this is pretty early in the video game world for jiggle physics, but here we are. Frequency punch. Well, what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. The girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Okay, we can finally control something. Rob says, what am I watching? Dude, I know. I'm turning on the controller one more time and hoping that it lets me use it. It does not want me to use the controller. Okay, no controller. So, it says mouse, no picture, whatever that means. That's my dash. I guess we're going in here. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the mouse to look around. C changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it inverted controls? Oh, it's inverted controls. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, bad enough I have to play keyboard and mouse. Definitely not. Controller vibration. So it has some kind of controls, but... how do I get rid of inverted controls? Because that's going to be the biggest... oh no, there's no way to turn that off. Oh no! You think I turn on controller in options manually? Is it in original settings? No. Camera control. Okay, it says normal. It says they're normal. It's lying to me. Because that's... yeah, it's got the y-axis inverted. The x-axis is fine. That might just be their normal setting. Yeah, we gotta change that, because holy cannoli. Okay. Oh, and that's inverted too. Okay. Whew, now we're better. Starts with inverted controls. What is wrong with you? Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here.
Have returned.
And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Save. Yes, new save slot, sure. 21 minutes of cutscenes before you start playing. Well, I guess let's say 20 minutes of cutscenes and the rest of... I gotta turn that mouse sensitivity down too, that's out of control. Look at all those pots, just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Bust them with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. I feel like... Did we play an indie game that was maybe based on this, that had, like, very modern graphics, and we were just running around breaking stuff with our face and finding shrines? Am I does anyone else remember that? Alright, I gotta turn down the mouse sensitivity. That's better. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on there, furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press space to jump. Then press space again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you can jump really high. There we go. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. You obtained Holy Bone S, Amaritasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy. Okay. Can we break this like horse? We can. Just getting some yen up in here. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least with that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain it. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? We're just gonna paint the bridge in. I like it. Very epic Mickey of them. Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique, but there are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Hold on, I gotta smoosh some pots. River of the Heavens. The river of the heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Okay, can I, like, see what's up here, though? Or is that something I need to get? Examine. River of the heavens. Okay, we already got that. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look, are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Okay. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press Control to hold the brush. And then draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Okay. We're just brushing up on that. Yomigami. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. I'm not gonna lie, this is very strange to me. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Okay, really, I just wanted to come up here and smash these pots, and then we ended up chatting with a god, so... Let's go back down. Oh, and more pots respawned. Does that mean more yen? I don't know. We'll never find out. Okay, we already got this cutscene. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Okay. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river, or stray river, there's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Alright, watch me, bug. All I want to do is smash pots and take them. Give me that. Give me that money. Now, am I just drawing a... Whoa! A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Yellow's VO, thank you for the resub. And happy 3-year sub-anniversary. Alright, we made it to the other side. Let's get our treasure. You obtained Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Okay, I mean, there's pots. I wish I could smoosh through multiple pots at the same time, but I don't know if I can. Oh, there's some food. You consumed an apple. Nectar-filled sour apple fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed a peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed an orange. Orange with sharp citrus. Okay. I guess that's it. I guess we go in the bright, shiny door now. Okay. Let's do...
You have returned.
Andrews! Thank you so much, Andrews, for the resub today. I mean, we're going up through this forest. Okay. This is a game called Okami. It was originally for PlayStation. Oh, you heard? Okay. Nate's like, I know. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi, what's his name doing here? Nagi was the warrior from the prologue part of the story. I feel like there's special back here. Okay. I don't know what we use the yen for yet in this game, but I feel like I need to collect things, you know? Oh, I got 2 in 1 shot that time. And I got some dumplings. I don't know how much it takes to fill the astral pouch, but... Smash the things. The camera angles are a little strange, for sure. Viralzi! Thank you for the resub, Viralzi. Hope you're having a great Star Wars day so far. Okay. This place looks dangerous. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First, the river of the heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See? That sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Well, no. Someone came in and pulled out the sword. We saw that. Hey, Ami, doesn't Nagi's broken sword there bug you? I mean, there must be something you could do. Okay, I hear what you're saying, little bug friend. However, we got pots to destroy, okay? I'm gonna need you to be patient. Oh, restoration's a great idea. Let's do the rest of the sword. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a... Boop. Oh, it's me. Well, well, well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I am at your service. All right, that's Tachigami, not Tamagotchi, as much as I keep wanting to say Tamagotchi. But I guess Tachigami is, what is he? Like some kind of beaver or something? Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Squirrel, maybe? Mouse, okay. was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. You call that a line? Use the brush like a sword. Oh, okay, straight line, I guess. Wow! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball, Amaterasu, I made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Hey, it's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. What a magnificent statue. The legendary hero Nagi. I've always wanted to draw him. Okay. We're going back. Uh-oh. What the? Where'd they come from? Whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the left mouse click to use its power against them. Look, Amy. Once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. Okay. You obtained ink bottle full of ink. Okay. We got some yen and some ink bottles, and now we can continue forth. We're going to slice down fruit off the tree, as I think, if I remember correctly. Cleaved in twain, indeed. Oh no. That's one of them, but where's the other one? You consumed a cabbage. You consumed a radish. Okay, I guess... I thought there were two. Yeah. Going back through. Good morning, Ricky. How are you today? Oh, I got them both with one slash. Nice. We swim very slowly. It's very funny to me that the pots respawn. We did dog paddle, you're right. Is there anything down there? Or no, that's where it came from, maybe? I don't know. Let's go down here. Oh, it won't let me. Alright, alright. Well, I'm glad this arrow is telling me where to go, but here, let's save while we're here. Yes. 40 minutes into game. We got some fruit to chop down off the tree and save the village, you know. Oh, the mouse doesn't control the camera here. That's what that icon is telling me. No? There we go. I mean, this is very pretty, this part. What's my impression of Okami so far? There's a lot of exposition up front. I like the idea that you draw things to create them in the world and affect the world. It reminds me very much of Epic Mickey, but this came out before Epic Mickey, so maybe Epic Mickey took this as inspiration. I don't know. Wow, the village has been fully restored. Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could spend some more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. Dirty! Also, the jiggle physics and the, like, only woman in it being all about boobies and naughty jokes is not my favorite. Like, why do we have this horny bug for no reason in this game? The village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're doing down there. Like, bug, get a hold of yourself, man. Oh. Someone over here. Hello? What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. This probably is not the way to the villagers. Maybe it is. I don't know. Are they, like, all sleeping? Hey, there's a statue here, too. It's like the villagers are turned into stone or something. Not again! That's not one of those smaller monsters that are lurking about. A world like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. An unemployed lawyer says this very much has the male perspective of the early 2000s. It'd be nice if there was, like, any female figure that wasn't just there to be like, oh, sex, yay! You know? But I'm like, maybe the only other option would be, your worth is in cooking for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for something I don't actually want. Hey, what are you doing? This is no time to be goofing off. I'm not trying to goof off. I'm trying to figure out what's up here. Okay.
You have returned.
So all the people are statues. Real clevers. How are you today? We don't have time to stroll around reading all the signs. Well, then why are they there, man? Bugs just yelling at me? No good. This one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on around here. The village is back, but what's up with the dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Okay, well, it seems like I need to go... Oh, okay, we're going to go this way. No, back up where we were. There's definitely something strange going on. Oh, yeah, I have run across that pervy character archetype in the anime that Logan watches as well. And I'm like, There's definitely something strange going on. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night, as far as the eye can see, and not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible, even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Alright, so let's see what I'm supposed to do. Maybe just clear it out so we get a sun? Huh? You're not actually trying... Oh, I'm supposed to draw the sun. I think that's what they want me to do. What? I don't know what they want me to do. Just a circle. Okay. Oh, draw a nice round circle. Okay. What? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god, so it'd follow that you'd have the power to make the sun. With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Ami, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. I was too you know what? I'm too much of an artiste, I think. I've learned. Who are you? Village Elder, Mr. Orange. A white wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Oh, rude, old man. Whoa! No need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts. I like that he doubled down on his insult. He's like, yeah, I said what I said. You look dumb. Huh? What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Dinkomaru. Whoa, we just tossed the old man. Now we tear out the old man's jugular. I sure did. Got all three of them in one slash. You look tamed. Stores a little solar energy. I'm getting some more ink pots and stuff. Some monies. Okay. Oh, I did see a treasure chest there, though. And whatever those are. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power might just shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed up on the sacred deck? Looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball. We got a feed bag. Freshly roasted seeds. Why, you little devil. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, we could save it to give it to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck. Let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the F1 to open the fan menu. While the fan menu's open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. Why is it called the fan? Oh, the fan menu. Alright, makes more sense now. What are our tools? We've got the feed bag and the holy bone. Solar energy, ink pot, astral pouch, purse. Logbook, travel guide. The bestiary, Kamiki Village. Okay, the fan app, or the fan...
You have returned.
Hey, Captain Caveman, how are you today? Thank you for the resub. Good time zone to you, Paladin. May the 4th be with you. Uh-oh. Ah, great Shiranui, oh no. Ah, I feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate. Look hard. You see? Right behind you now. Wait, what? Alright, I need to knock him down again, I guess. Thank you for the radishes, kind sir. Alright, we've got so much money now. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 23 seconds. Heavens above. I didn't know you'd be timing me, sir. Now we're in the village up here. Oh, wait, feed the animals. I mean, I guess they flew away. Okay, yes. Use. What happens when I feed the birds? Toppin's a bag, y'all. Hi, Isaq Party. How are you today? Okay. Starcat says I might have to play this again myself. Alright, the birds are now my friends. That's pretty rad. Oh, I just came up this way, though. Hey, birdie friends. Oh, this is where I did the fighting before. Where am I going now? I'm supposed to go back down into the village, so I guess I'm just going the wrong way. Oh, I could bite the birds too. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to. Back into the village. I do like the music, though. It's very peaceful. Mushi Mama. I've had just about enough of this. I don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or what, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with it. with that. It makes me so mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. Well, now I could bite her. That's pretty funny. I don't think I should bite her, but I do want to dig. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, another doggo. Well, what a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sake Brewer Kushi. Working in the fields again, are ya? Hey, soon. Are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Why, Ami, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when people want to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Susano's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero Nagi, and he loves his sake too. He often pops around here to buy it. Make sure to say hello when you see Susano. He could use a friend, I should think. He's always on his own. Okay. So now we have to find Susano. She does not still have a triangle above her head. Got a little kid. Somebody over here seems very upset. A white wolf, now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you'd better be careful, dear. Lately, some monsters have been attacking the villagers. Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranui Reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. These monsters are history. Well, if it isn't Isun, and riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose. Well, I'd better get back to my work, mumble mumble. Oh, she still has more to say. Here to listen to the ramblings of an old woman, are you? Well, I was doing the laundry, but when it was ready to dry, I noticed my drying pole was gone. Oh, whatever shall I do? Where did that darn pole go? How could something important like that just disappear? She's missing something that should be there, is she? You'd better help her out. Okay, drying pole? Where do we think a drying pole should be? Right here. There we go. Yeah, we can just bite people, apparently. A new drying pole? Oh my, where did that come from? The gods must have answered my prayers. How wonderful. Time to dry the laundry. Well, I'm glad I was able to hang my laundry, but the sun seems to be so far away these days. Maybe it doesn't like all those monsters that are lurking about. If only it would shine closer, my laundry would dry in a second. Sun? My word, the sun is suddenly drawn so close. My laundry will be bone dry in no time. First my pole, and now this. Will the miracles never cease? Maybe I ought to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too, Snowball. No one makes better cherry cakes. They're mouth-watering good. Thank you. Alright, I got some more praise. Let's see. Looks like we can save here. See what's going on over in this house. Sheesh. He's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. Okay, Bug has opinions. I don't trust Bug opinions, so... I'm having a nice weekend. How are you? Hey, is it just me or can you hear snoring from underneath this jug? Woo. Snoring. I am the greatest. Grunt. And sleep. If that didn't wake him, nothing will. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do. I mean, we could bite him. Oh, it doesn't give us the option to bite him. Alright, nothing's gonna wake him. Leave him for a while is what we were told. Yeah, this bug's got lots of hot takes. And I don't agree with most of them, I'll be honest. What are you doing? Hey, heave! Heave! This is weird. My mind really wants to lift this rock, but my body won't cooperate. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. Uh-oh. Ooh, what? An evil bard? Yeah. Wait, did he just smack his butt at us? Oh, we did not get that guy. I thought we got evil bard. Maybe he needs to be... Well, that doesn't seem to work. There we go. Now we got him. Boom. Okay. Bringing the flowers back. You accumulated praise. Whoa, Amy, you suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm going to open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to get a glass of water real quick and be right back. Okay, thank you everybody for your patience. I took a quick bio break and took my empty coffee mug downstairs and got some water, which I needed. I hope you enjoyed the break as well. We're able to get up and stretch a little bit, something of that nature. And now we're back and we're going to play some more Okami HD. Let's do this thing. We're just about to figure out how you level up in this game. Oh. So I can just up my solar energy, my ink pot, my astral pouch, or my purse for holding coins. I guess they want me to put it in here. I see, I see. Okay, I think we did the thing. Well, is it all coming back to you or what? Huh? It's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. We better check in on that dude. Frequency Punch says, can you tell us about the super secret event you hosted? I can. It was for Mattel Brick Shop. Mattel Brick Shop is Mattel's new brick building sets. So, you know, I've built Lego before, I've built Mega before, and Mattel Brick Shop dropped their first ever set, and it was a collaboration with Hot Wheels. And so there's all these beautiful new fancy collectible car brick building sets. And they were so kind and gave me a few of them. So maybe we'll have to do a live build at some point again, because I know those are always like so relaxing and lovely. And then I can show them off. I was actually thinking about doing an Amazon stream all about building one of them. If they're available on Amazon already, I'll have to check. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But we weren't allowed to tell anybody because the day after the event is when the news came out that Mattel Brick Shop was a thing and was going to release their first sets. So all of that was top secret. And an event that I hosted at night was like specialty content creators and stuff that were invited to know the secret a day early. So I couldn't spill the beans. Like, I got to spill the beans at the event, but I had to keep announcing, like, just a reminder, this is all top secret till tomorrow. Please don't share anything on social media till tomorrow. But I got to meet a lot of content creators that I follow, which, like, speaking of Star Wars and Star Wars Day, Polsky was there, who I just recently started following on Instagram. Star Wars short video creator. It was cool. Okay, I feel light as a feather. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who went and blocked the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? So you must know that guy, Susano. Can you get him to come here? So they say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone could do something about this rock, it's him. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Alright, now we need to go get him. I thought maybe our powers could lift the rock, but I guess not. You're old enough to remember when Mattel released G.I. Joe? Oh! Okay, we gotta wake this fool up. I am the greatest. What the? Huh? I woke him up. Ah, I feel so well rested. I planned to meditate underground, but fell fast asleep. Huh? Who are you? And what business do you have with Susano, the greatest warrior ever? The great warrior, Susano. Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a mangy mutt like you interrupt my meditation? Get a load of this guy, all brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. Huh? You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Amy, we're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. What will the neighbors think? I mean, it's kind of awesome that we could just be like, get on my back. And we're going to climb up a ladder with him on there. Kitsune says, wait, are we not playing a Star Wars game today? We thought about it. But there's no Star Wars games out today that I was, or out right now that I was like, oh, I'm really dying to play this today. And we did the Game On request reel for the month. And while Okami did not win, it won in our hearts enough that the Forlorn Knight redeemed enough dragon scales for us to just play this today, which is lovely. I love the animation of him riding on the back, by the way. I never finished Outlaws. No, I got confused last time we played Outlaws. There was a lot of the, like, UI thrown at me at one time. I would need to get more into it to, like, understand how it all works before I think I played it more on stream. You mangy mutt! You brought me all the way here just to test yourself against me? Then prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blade? Tohin Boku. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susano? Yup. None other than Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? What? Come on, please. I mean, you are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great! Okay then, no time like the present. Go for it. Wait! A boulder of this size is not very easy, even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return. I wonder. I've never seen the guy train seriously, ever. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to go chase him now in his training grounds. Bunnies. Do I have seeds to feed the bunnies? Oh, he's back here. Is he sleeping again? I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size, I don't care if I'm of legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Huh? Oh no, I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow. Sir. I can't train without the sake to fuel the fire. Training will just have to wait. Why do today what can be put off until tomorrow? That's doing things the Sasano way. Ha 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 ha. Sake? Oh yeah, this village has got a sake brewing girl, doesn't it? I don't know that I love that we're reinforcing the idea that we just got to get this guy drunk to get him to help. What is this? Oh, it's a waterfall. It's kind of beautiful. It's like a magical thing there for a sec. All right, we got to go to the sake girl and get some sake to get this dude drunk so that he can help lift a boulder. No? Am I just gonna like dig up people's... Can I dig that? No. Oh, sake lady. What is she? Not you. Sake lady. Here she is. Oh, hello there. I've got a bit of a problem, you know. I have to polish rice in the mill house before I can use it. But the mill's broken. A wicked monster broke it the other day. It's hopeless trying to make good sake without clean rice. Wow, that's too bad. I should never have let that monster try my new thunder brew. A broken mill and flattened crops. That's all the thanks I get. Don't go giving monsters sake. They're bad enough sober. Sheesh, what was she thinking? Anyway, I guess this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you could handle with your brush, Annie. Yeah, we gotta go fix that mill. Did we do it? Yeah! Hi, Hawk Moon Water. How are you? Yes, we're just being chill. It's a Sunday chill stream. What's this? The mill's been mended? Who on earth did that? I'd completely given up on the idea of making my sake, but now I can get on with polishing the rice. Well, no time like the present. I better get started. She'll give us some for helping her out. You're interested in how to brew sake, are you, Snowy? Well, this thing here's for the polishing the rice, you see? Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got something I think you'll like. Hehe, it's just some leftover stock from the store, but I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? How do I get it? You consumed rice balls. Balls of rice. I mean, there's more rice balls over here. Okay. I mean, do I bite the sake? I don't want to bite her. But I don't know what other option I have. Oh, I see. I bite it so I can carry it. Okay. Time to take this back over to Ding Dong over here. Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kushi's famous homebrew sake? You offered Vista of the Gods. Fido, my friend, did you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Ah, good old sake. A man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin. I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. I mean, is he actually good, though? Oh, it did ask us to hold the brush. You shall not get off so easy next time, dummy. Oh, I guess maybe we have to do it for him. Let me get mentally prepared here. Okay, here I come. No? Okay, so we have to keep trying this, I guess, until we do it for him. Hey, Furball, how about lending the poor guy a hand? Wouldn't it be quicker if you use Power Slash? Yeah, dude, I've been trying. Why isn't it working? Maybe I just have to draw a straight line. It can't be a slanted line. Oh, I really wish I could skip through this. I'm just slamming things. Drawing with the mouse seems like a good time. I mean, maybe it gives me too much freedom. I don't know. What was drawing on the Switch like? Did you use the touch controls? Raptor Blade says it shows a dotted line where to draw it. Oh, like right there, maybe? There we go. Feast your eyes on this! Susano style, exploding implosion! Touchscreen was super useful for this, yeah, I bet. Huh? Hiya! Susano style, exploding implosion! That's amazing! You sliced that huge rock clean in half. You really are something. Well, I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. After all, I am Susano, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say monsters? Oh, of course, no problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes, I shall rid these lands of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susano work his magic. Ah ha ha ha. Yeah, except for that guy can't do anything without us. He shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Think he'll be okay? The monsters outside the village are nasty. Ah, glorious Amaterasu. Wait, was her butt just sticking out? Am I the only one that saw that? Is there like a full cutout right here and her butt? Iridal says, yes. Why is her butt out? Wow. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleaved the boulder in two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witness to great art. Yeah, so do we get a reward or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's Isun. Isun, Isun, Isun. Stop calling me a bug. I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say that again. Oh no, sir. We do not threaten touching. Unwanted touching. That's not okay. My word. Ah, relax, lady. Furball here is more comfy anyway. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Amy. Put your paw up or something. Go on, shake. I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I can barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Okay. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the dark power grows stronger with each passing day. Life, as we know it, will be consumed utterly in no time. Oh man, this is getting heavy. Great and powerful Amaterasu, could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. Okay. Nearby saplings. Got it. Yeah, look at the butt. There's just a butt out. I was not imagining that. There's just a full-on peach sticking out. What is this game rated? I have grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you as always. Bah! I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Amy's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world. And I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. Okay, well, before we follow any marks on any map, what is this? Is this a shop, the merchant? Okay then, guess I better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been sent to do the shopping, pup. Do some shopping? Sure. I could buy some feed bag seeds, herb, meats, fish. Steel fist sake. I don't know if we need any of this yet. I'm going to say we don't want any of this yet, because I don't know what we'd use it for. But I am going to go right back to this save point. Right here. Okay, an hour and a half in. Save completed. And folks, this is where I have to end today's stream. I know it normally on Sundays I go much later than this, But my tiny human has a parkour showcase that they're doing at his parkour school today, and it starts in a half an hour. So I am going to run and get to see him do his thing. And then we're probably going to stop at a comic book store for Free Comic Book Day, since it is May the 4th and also Free Comic Book Day weekend. Thank you. Thank you, Starcat. And congrats on finally getting to see Okami, your favorite game, played on stream today. And the Forlorn Knight, again, that was very generous of you to donate your dragon scales to this game so that Starcat could see it in action. You're amazing. Now, it is still on the Game On Request wheel, so it might get played again in the future. We shall see. Thank you for all the good luck to Logan messages. You're all wonderful. And may the 4th be with you all. Yay! I did a cosplay transition in my Ray cosplay for May the 4th, if anyone hasn't seen it yet. I'm going to try to post it in all the places, as well as a recap of SoCal Tech Fair yesterday. All right, everyone. CP says, thank you for the stream. Hopefully we get a long, wacky Wednesday stream instead. Yeah, I'll put this week's schedule up as soon as I can. I'll put it up in the Discord. All right, thank you all so much for watching. May the 4th be with you all, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.